For all the leading designers who were guests at Wetherlys Kas, seeing one of the world's most prized interior ranges debut in South Africa was a significant day. Better still was meeting founders, Karen and Steve David, and hearing their most inspiring story.
Well, basically, we started as a hobby and we made cushions during the week and sold them at the weekend.
That was just as a hobby, and whatever we produced, we always sold.
Eventually, we went into bed linen because we could use our designs in a larger scale and we could use our creativity more.
Their ranges reflect their own youthful outlook and the influences of being at the heart of Sydney's vibrant design scene.
We found there was a gap in the market. We thought people want a bit more fashion than the basic white bed linen, so we added the embroidery and the bling, and people accepted it and they loved it.
Between the professionals who deck out the finest homes and hotels and the celebs and high rollers who live in them, Wetherlys had gathered quite a jury.
Edith, how important is a bed to you? You're asking me? I mean, my gosh, of course a bed is important. In fact, for me, my bedroom is the most important room in my home. And obviously the bed is center stage.
What are your favorite colors?
In the bedroom, very much these colors, the creamy tones. I find it very restful, it's gorgeous, it's relaxing. And that's how my bedroom needs to be. Very relaxed, chilled, lots of cushions and lots of candles. So I could actually just transport this and go and pop it back home.
With looks inspired by travel, architecture and nature, designer Rochelle Keneally has found a dynamic palette.
I think it's absolutely exquisite. I think it's something new and exciting, and I'm just loving all the new embellishments and the metallics that are coming out in bed linen, which is almost a reflection of what's happening in fashion too.
I think this is my favorite. I love the curves. It's very oriental. It's bringing out the Indian in me.
I think it's stunning. I love the floral with the geometric cushions they've used on the bed, which is really, really great.
The patterning and themes appear to be only half the story, however. It's the threads that everyone's counting.
Soraya, when I'm buying linen, how do I know what's the best quality?
Well, I would look for percale, which is what the Kas range is based on. Percale starts at 180 thread counts per square inch. And if you can imagine a square inch with 180 thread counts within that, and it goes up to 1,000 threads per square inch. Obviously, the yarn has to be really fine and combed to give you a really smooth fabric.
So the higher the thread count per square inch, the better?
Sure. That's because your yarn is finer. And when it's spun, it's obviously spun tighter. They'll use longer yarns to give you a smoother yarn to start with.
And to clean it?
It's the easiest thing to look after. It can take any amount of heat, be it in the washing machine, in the tumble dryer, or in the bedroom for that matter. It's 100% natural cotton, so it's very easy care and will last forever.
For those of us who know what colours or patterns we like, but need help putting them all together, Dave Nemeth of Wetherlys has some very useful insights.
Dave, with this type of linen, am I limited to the style of decor that I use?
Not at all. Because of the colours used, the greys and the metallics and the neutrals and the whites, you could actually use this in anything, from contemporary to modern to classic, or something like this, which is more glamorous and luxurious. This is a classic interior. We've used exactly the same linen, and you can see how it fits in and just blends with everything.
It remains quite classic, but you've picked up on the grey on the linen in your mirrors and a few of the accessories.
That's the beauty of using the greys, the whites and the silvers. It's very neutral, and no matter what you've got, it can pick those colours up. If you wanted to brighten it up, you just add colour to it.
Karen and Steve have just collaborated with a top Australian couturier to create a once-off fashion-inspired collection. As a result, the phrase, "you look like you slept in the thing," is now rather a compliment.
You're now exploring new territories of fashion in linen.
We're putting our bed linen into gowns with corsets and very sexy. A different way to present bedding.
Yeah, it's the first time now that we're doing fashion together, blending it together with bed linen and home textile.
We're looking forward
to bringing it to
and we'll
South
bring
Africa.
It here, yeah.
The lines between fashion and decor are merging, with trends that seem to mirror one another. Here, the designer has taken inspiration from the summer range of bedding and has used the bold colours, exciting prints and textures from the actual linen and translated them beautifully into this lingerie-inspired summer wrap collection. Bedroom chic, indeed.